Think I'm live. What's up? Right? Yeah. Okay. It's been a little bit. Forget some stuff. Black Shadow, suppose I should show my face here at least. Yes, you should. Also, while I'm chatting, I figure I'll set it up so that people from the community have a chance to join first before the TTS Club folks. So the game is already up. If you want to play, the room is Zorski, password Zorski. So feel free to hop in whenever. Obviously, a 4-player game, so first 3 people that join will be in. Tristan, Dune Imperium Uprising is available for pre-order. Excited by the new mechanics. Excited to see you play it for us. I'm excited too. I do. Oh yeah, Black Shadow going to be a while until it's ready. Yeah, it is going to be a while for sure. So as soon as there is a mod available for me to stream it, though, I will be 100% all over that. I'm excited to even just know what the cards and stuff are. I want to I don't know, study it, look at it, enjoy it. Until what? Play here or before we get the game? Sounds like we could have it by next month. Usually when the official release happens is when, it'll get ported over to TTS Club. So I'd imagine those will be pretty well lined up. And the modders are pretty good at getting things turned around pretty quickly. Fingers crossed. I live in hope. Oh, yeah. Good evening, afternoon. Hey, what's up? Asbjorn. I definitely said that wrong. Kamal Mark, good evening. Hello. I'm super devastated you didn't draw Lanny. I know. For people that aren't aware of what Black Shadow is talking about, we had the recent draw for the tournament that I've been semi-training for. Let's see here. The overlay. Here we go. So we have our group. And looking like... Oh, wait, no, this isn't our group. I was like, wait a minute. LSR's not in our group. Or Sword Cancel. We played with Sword Cancel before. This is our group. So it's me, Biclops, Chief Seal, A. Higgs, O'Baxter, Justin Beyond, Saitel, Holy Boss, Toby, Officius. I am familiar with some of the people in here, especially Holy Boss. I remember Holy Boss. But, yeah, I think there's some good people in here. We didn't draw Lanny this time, which is what Shadow was getting at there. And we're back. But, oh yeah, let me move this as well. If anyone from the stream wants to join the game, I'll give it like another couple of minutes, and then I'll just throw it up on TTS Club. But, they recently had a new designer entry on Spies. I know, it looks interesting. I like the Spies mechanic a lot. It lets you set up for future plays pretty well, I think. So it should be fun playing around with that mechanic more. I'm kind of devastated that I did. Oh, you're in Lanny's group, Brenda. Oh, okay. Have fun with that. He is a beast. Oh, maybe he'll go Romber a couple times, nerf himself a little bit. I pre-ordered Immortality in October of last year. It arrived in January in Norway. Oh, yeah, okay. That is some turnaround. I actually didn't even pre-order Immortality. I ended up going to PAX Unplugged in Philadelphia and just buying our physical copy there. And it came with the promo card, too, which was kind of cool. I wasn't expecting that, so that was kind of nice. Maybe I'll just do the same thing at this year's PAX Unplugged. I'd imagine they'll be selling Uprising there, hopefully. It'd be kind of disappointing if they were, honestly, but... let's see. I'm just going to post this game on TTS Club, just because it doesn't seem like it's filling super quick, so I might as well get the ball rolling on that. Here we go. So any aims for the competition, Orski? I want to win the whole thing. And I think I am. This is the time. I'm going to take home all that prize money, put it under my mattress, and hoard it like a dragon. No, if I win it, maybe I'll I don't know. I'll do something nice with it. But yeah, that's the goal. Win the whole thing. I've made it out of the qualifying rounds every single time so far. So we've kind of been good with that respect, but yeah, we haven't made it like quite past that round. The tough thing is you have to win the next game, and I haven't got, it's like one game, you have to win that one game. It can be pretty tough. Actually, let me remake the game so people actually know them. So it can be pretty hard to like break out of that qualifying round after pools. So I have to just, I don't know. I have to bink it after I get out. And that's the thing with these tournaments. Because I definitely, I try to optimize, but I don't know if I take risky enough plays to go for that first a lot of the times. And I think that's something that my game could use a little bit more of. I keep making the game and not changing the password to TTS Glove. I'm going to lose my mind. But I think playing more aggressively, and we'll try to do that a bit today. Improve our odds a bit. Oh yeah, TTS Club. There we go. Now the game's up. Is Upriding standalone, or do you need the base game? Nope, standalone, which is one of the nice things about it. I feel like it'll be a great entry point for new people looking to get into Dune Imperium. You won't have to learn 2 expansions before you're like up and running with everybody else. Because I was looking to get a bit into Root as well, and there's like 4 expansions or something crazy, each one adding multiple factions that are unique, and I was incredibly overwhelmed. And all the games use all the expansions, of course, so I've been dragging my feet on that. Although I am planning on making a Root video, so I look forward to that in the future. Hey, Orsky, I have been watching you a lot lately. This is the first time I joined you live. I played Dune Imperium a lot in person and never online. It's very different, I think, from watching you. Oh, yeah, it's big time. Playing in person, fun. I've only done it once. It was with people that weren't very experienced, so it was a little bit overwhelmingly in my favor. But it was still fun. It's definitely harder online, though. A lot of sharks online, especially with this rank system. People are, like, going ham now. Standalone has some compatibility. It does. I don't know how good that compatibility is going to be, to be honest. I don't imagine most people will be playing online with it unless it's like, I don't know, unless it's really seamless. But like water, I think it's very rare in the game now. So Ariana kind of breaks that cycle. I'd imagine a lot of the leaders aren't going to be ideal to play. But you got to win eventually. Still don't know half of that happened. Lord of the Boards. So it's worth it. Trust me. Root is worth every minute you invest. Okay, good to know. The video I'm making is with the base game faction, so I will be a little less lost the whole time, which will be nice. But yeah, good to see you. Thanks for joining in. And we do have 4 now, so we can fire up this game. Let me set up my cameras and everything. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Should be fun. Like I said, we are going for first here. We are doing, what is it? Rise of Ix, Immortality, go to 11. Yep. Hidden picks, of course. I think it's 8 leaders removed in the tournament, so we'll do that. And it's also 4-3-1-2 in the tournament. Streamer scoreboard. I don't know what that's about. Red go first. Yeah, whatever. I guess we can do red go first. Don't know what it does. Okay, let's fire it up. I'm excited. Oh, I can't even see the chat right now. Ducks. Ah, here we go. Okay, looks like we are going third. I thought I picked red pick first, but it's fine. And it's, of course, it's our turn to pick already. Let's look at this opening of row. We are going third, which is not a bad position to go at all. Looking at this row here, Other Memory is fine. It's a really solid card. It's not game breaking or anything like that. Same thing with Truth Stare. This card's pretty weak. Probably won't buy it. Worm Riders is good. It was a lot stronger in base game, but it's definitely been power creeped out now. Treachery is also good, but in these games that can go a little bit longer, you know, you'd usually get a little bit less value out of Treachery as the game goes on, but actually, I don't hate it still. It's not bad, especially if we're getting early shipping access. Hollow Projectors is very good, as is Artillery, and then Disposal Facility, probably the weakest of the row, but this will probably be grabbed first round just because it's so cheap. It's so easy to go with 1 tech negotiation. In the Imperium row, we have Chair Dog, which I don't like and continue not to like, and then Usurp. Maybe we could play a fun Usurp game, actually. Let's look at these leaders now. We have Countess Ariana Thorvald, Earl Harkonnen, Paul, and Princess Yuna. In the 3rd position, I would certainly in the tournament be picking the Baron, and I think I'm just going to do it, right? Although, yeah, no, there's no advantage to picking anyone else here, actually. So we're just going to do it. Where you have the tournament game. I'm actually playing it tomorrow, so it's good to get my practice in. I think I'm playing it tomorrow. I haven't checked the chat in a little bit, but I think that's where we're leaning was tomorrow night. It'll be a little bit late for me, so I'll have to stay up, but it's fine. I feel like that's how most of my games go anyway. We'll say to get 188 for the competition is good going. It's because the tournament rework or 2, but oh well. 188 is huge, especially with everyone paying $1 to get in. That's insane numbers. I'm actually extremely surprised by that. I thought the numbers would be a lot lower. That's really nice. So great job organizing that. Great job promoting it as well, obviously. And then Brenda, Jectors, and Treachery. Oh, yeah. We're going for the Baron. For people that aren't familiar, Baron Vladimir Harkonnen, at the start of the game, we're going to get to pick 2 of these tokens, and when we deploy 4 more troops around, we get to reveal them and get faction influence with both. And then our Signet Ring allows us to pay 1 Solari for 1 intrigue card. The meta picks are always going to be the Guild and the Fremen. The Fremen, because you go there with Hardy Warriors to activate it anyway, so that gives you your instant victory point. And then the Guild is because you want to get interstellar shipping access going as early as possible. And the other ones just aren't quite there competitively, so usually not picked. There was a little bit of playing around with the other one, and I do think the Fremen one's flexible, but I don't think you need to get creative with it. Okay, no faction access, interestingly. So in scenarios like this, we hope that people are going full space and stuff before us. The first combat is skirmish with the bump as well. This would have been a great one for us to go Hardy Warriors here. So a little unfortunate we weren't able to even draw any faction access, but it's okay. Yuna is going to be going to smuggling every single time here. Incredibly good shot for her. Yuna doesn't start with water, but they get an extra Solari every time they gain it. So smuggling becomes a 2 Solari spot, and they're going to use their Signet Ring. Okay. That means they didn't draw an experimentation. A little unlucky. Ideally, you're playing these as much as possible. That means their next hand will have 2 experimentations in it. Worth keeping track. That also means they have a high likelihood of having daggers in their hand if they go into the combat. Can we reload? Probably. Let me... My resources are bugged. Oh, yeah, let me remember how to do that. Should be just the latest autosave, I'd imagine. Hopefully. I hope this doesn't ruin everything. I feel like stuff is so temperamental sometimes with reloads, but it works. Okay, nice. Beautiful. Yeah, no problem. Oh yeah, I guess it's just type A. If you're in the game, please do not watch the stream, of course. Okay, let's see what Paul does here. We're really hoping Paul goes to a faction spot. I think we're just going to go for a high persuasion hand this round. Ideally, we would get to go to tech negotiation with our dagger, and then we can just figure out where we want to go from there. But our hand is kind of... nobody drew faction access this round? What's going on? So Paul's going to do a double draw. Their Signet Ring draws them a card, and they went to Arakeen, so they get another card. Have to imagine they're going to put troops in here. Really? No troops? It's incredibly surprising. We don't want to put a lot of troops in here because we want to get our Master Stalk out for the Hardy Warriors. So we need to have 2 troops in our garrison. That's so weird. I think we just go for the big buy here. We take the artillery before anyone else can. So we can kind of pivot ourselves into a more combat-oriented strategy. This is free, of course, because tech negotiation discounts it by 1. Next one is troop transports. And then we'll just pick the best of the rest for these ones. There's really not like a great spot for us to go. We can go to Imperial Basin with experimentation if it's available. ECAD's getting to go full space in 4th position is insane, by the way. So this is a very great start for the 4th pick here. I mean, we'll deny him next round, of course, but getting this off early is kind of nice. Oh, Yuna? Okay, Yuna had Seek Allies, but that's fine. Because they're always going to want to go smuggling first anyway. They're going to go still suits, though. Get that first water going. And put in a single troop. I think that's fine value here. Nobody has gone... I'm a little worried. I don't think yellow has... Oh, actually, they probably do have access now. I forgot they drew. So they'll probably want to bomb the row, which is nice for us because we'll get to pick up whatever comes next here. Although, unfortunately, we only have 4 persuasion, which is a bit awkward. But here's the diplomacy. Okay. So yellow had full space access and chose not to. And now they're going to go Hardy Warriors for this combat. Okay. I am intrigued. I think you throw them all in here. Yeah. Yeah, might as well. I think we just get our experimentation out. We get no value from the ring here, and we might as well just get our bump while we can. So we'll take our 1 spice. We'll move along on this shipping track here. Get our first specimen. Maybe we get this, maybe we don't. Do we put in a troop here? Troop for a spice? I think that's fine value. Red does go after us. Makes it a little bit more awkward. The spice is kind of nice, right? Yeah, let's hold off. Red's going behind us. We might not get anything for that spice, so... For that troop, rather. So I don't want to take a risk on it. They do end up playing the diplomacy, though. They go to wealth, so they don't have a faction access card for next round. Important to note. And then we have 2 persuasion reveal and a dagger for Yuna. So they'll go up to 3 here. Or 2 persuasion, rather. So they just grab the Arrakis liaison. Fine. Let's see what yellow has here. Do they have a high persuasion hand? 2, 4, 5, 6 persuasion for a yellow. Beautiful hand. Oh, actually, they probably drew the diplomacy. I'm dumb. When I was saying they should have went full space first, they probably drew it. This was probably their original hand. The daggers and the ring. With 6 and a specimen here, Worm Riders and Treachery are both solid options. And they do take it. They're going to hold their atomics for a round, which is fine with us. It's a solid 4-cost card in the row for us. We will reveal. Remember, we have 4 persuasion because we went to tech negotiation. We also get a specimen for our other experimentation. Interestingly, we drew all of our yellow access this round, so we will have none next round if people don't go smuggling here. Just a little annoying. I think we take the other memory here. All around solid card and reveals for 2 persuasion. So we'll take it. Ooh, Spiritual Fervor comes up. Not super relevant when there's not a good play Laxu card in the row, but it's okay. See what red reveals here. 2 persuasion and a dagger, so they also don't really meet any good cutoffs here. They take the liaison as well. Okay. People just building up their deck a little bit. No insane buys except for yellow this first round. And the combat, no intrigue card, so yellow takes it. And they are going to take their bump with the Spacing Guild. Makes a lot of sense. They actually didn't draw into their Seek Allies, which is so nice for them. So they have guaranteed shipping access in this round because they can go full space off the rip. Beautiful draw out. So now we get our interesting hand. Maybe this is the round. Sort Through the Chaos is not ideal when you want to be going into Hardy Warriors. But maybe this is a round we just take water. Yellow is going to take full space every single time here. Nothing we can do about that. I don't think this is a combat worthy of us like going in hard here. So we'll probably just do... Yeah, I guess we just take the water first, see what else comes around to us, and then we can play our diplomacy, our dagger. This is kind of an ugly draw layout, honestly, but at least we can hostage the Great Flat here. Get a little spice going. We'll get rid of the Seek Allies. We're using the Seek Allies here because we want a higher persuasion hand for an attempt potential atomics. I think we do throw in at least 1 troop here. No more than that, though. We need to have 2 troops in garrison for our Hardy Warriors so we can get our Master Stroke off. Juicy. Hey, first time I've caught different times, though. Love your stuff. Thank you so much. Not a pretty start this is. Not really. No, not ideal. Not what you're really looking for as the Baron. We couldn't even go smuggling because we drew all of our yellow access. So definitely an awkward lineup here. But these are good situations to learn in, especially with the tournament coming up. So we'll figure it out. Dagger here for green. Probably going to go tech negotiation here. Oh, actually, they have to. I think it's forced. Either that or dagger or a mentat. But yeah, they'll grab... Hollow projectors here. So, in case people can't see it. Hollow projectors, you can discard a card to draw a card every round. So, lets you cycle out your deck a little bit more during the game. Pretty nice. Interstellar shipping here for yellow. Awesome start for yellow. Quite jealous indeed. We do have a reveal here of Sonic Snoopers for 2. So, we're pretty much stuck either... We could Atomics reveal potential. Or just play our Diplomacy. Hope we get another 4-cost card. Truth Sayer isn't terrible, you know. I think we do play the Diplomacy. It's worth to have a victory point when we're playing it early on, too. And we can grab some Solari here, which isn't the worst use of it. Solari fuels our Signet Ring, of course, so worth getting. Even if we do have to give up a little bit. And no one really going into this combat at all, which is kind of nice for us. Signet Ring here for red. They're going to go to Carthag here. Do they put some troops in? There is an extra action on the line for this, so I think you definitely commit at least 2. You better have a dagger behind, though. They might forget that we have artillery. They should know exactly how many daggers we have. Oh, they grabbed the Truth Sayer. Okay, so looking less and less likely like we're going to get a good a good buy here with our 4 persuasion. Experimentation here for green. Probably just going to grab a little bit of spice for themselves. Oh, okay, they're going to the Haga Basin instead. Definitely more value, but you do have to pay that water. And they do get to move up on the shipping or the Tleilaxu track. Opting not to put any troops into the combat. Interesting. They don't want this. It's pretty much free Solari. Reveal of 2 daggers and 1 persuasion for yellow here. Useless, but they had a really good turn last round, so I don't think they mind having a weaker reveal this round. So we get to reveal a 4 here. Do we trash the row? We reshuffle this round. I actually think it is worth digging here. So we will. And some really solid options here. I'm actually very happy with G Manipulation here. We do have a Bene Gesserit card in the deck already. Fremen Camp is also really good, I will say. And it has a dagger. Actually, we have to go Fremen Camp here. We have artillery. We need to be picking up daggers, and that's like the perfect draw out for us. So we do tie up red for now, assuming they have no daggers. I think they do, though. And we will grab the Fremen Camp here. Oh, Dissecting Kit up. Dissecting Kit comes off for red here. Unfortunate. That's a very good card. I believe red did have a dagger. Yep, they do. So they move one ahead of us. So they do get an extra action next round, which is really great for them. We have no intrigue cards behind. We're of 0 threat to them to win this combat. But hey, I'll take 2 Solari and an intrigue card for 1 troop. Sick value. They do get the Dissecting Kit here. So good because it reveals for a beetle once you get up to the first DNA track level. So, and that, given there are victory points along this track, makes it a very enticing card. And of course, it can thin your deck down with trashes and stuff. It's just great. They also take high priority travel. I know a lot of people like this card. I don't think it's terrible, but I don't know. They're going to have a lot of trashing, so I guess they can thicken up their deck a bit. And they do get to use their Armada ability to trash one of their cards in play here, and they get rid of the dagger. Makes sense. They did just buy another green access card. Reveal of 5 and a specimen for green here. Actually 6 with Tech Negotiator, so they end up picking up the treachery. And combat time. So it's pretty much just me and red. Red passes, so we get an entry card and 2 Solari. I'll take it. We're actually in a pretty good spot now to get Swordmaster. If we can get a nice collect on Great Flat, go to Conspire. Hopefully there's a good combat we can hit Hardy Warriors with here. Okay, not the great, not a very good entry card, unfortunately, but we'll be able to draw some more. We get to go first, finally. Okay, so now we could potentially go smuggling here. The combat is Trade Monopoly. Pretty good one. If we win it, yeah, so we go smuggling here first. First of all, to deny it to everybody else. And then, if Hardy Warriors is available to us, this would be a great round of Hardy. So I think we'll go for that. So we will do it with an experimentation here. We will go to smuggling, get a little bit more Solar for ourselves. We'll go up 1. We, of course, get another experimentation icon. We will go down here. Get our first Leilaxu bump of the game. And that's it. Here's a fold space for red. They are going to go to fold space themselves. So now 2 people with shipping access at the table. We are not going to get to go shipping for a very long time, unfortunately. We are going after yellow, so we won't get to go again until 4 rounds have passed. So probably not getting much value out of shipping this game, which is fine. Green's turn here. They'll play an experimentation. They will head to the Imperial Basin. Not bad value. And they're getting a lot of their experimentations off, which is nice for them. They will put 2 troops in. Okay. So they get the first intrigue card from this deck. Signet Ring here for Paul. They get to draw a card, of course, with that. And they will go to shipping again. Yep, pretty much a forced move because red gained access. And they can go up and down here, down and up. I do like down and up a little bit more. But if they grab 2 transports here, they can go into the combat, which I think they might be thinking of doing. Probably, I don't know. I don't hate the troop transports here, actually. Pretty nice value. Of course, they have to worry about us going in on this combat. But they can follow with a city spot and like pretty much lock the combat in. We're hoping for a... they're handing their hands over the disposal facility. Okay, they're going to go for the deck building strategy. Go for big reveals, trash cards over and over again. And they reveal the next one, so no takesies, backsies now. Flagship comes off. Super high value. Does anyone else have a water on us? They don't. So now, do we go in for this combat? Or do we just take our spice and set up for a... So if we take the combat here, we will be the first ones with shipping access, which is kind of crazy. So I think we do just dive into this combat. We give up all that great flat spice, which is a little unfortunate, but that does suck, actually. A lot of value build up there. And we have no more faction access, so if we don't get it here, we're in tough straits. I think we have to go for this combat, though. It gets us our Swordmaster so early if we can win it. No one else will be able to get this before us either, right? No. I mean, red could set up for it, actually, and they do go before us next round. But then they would have to choose... Do we just collect our spice and call it a day here? Go for it the old-fashioned way. I'm actually leaning towards it more and more. Because then we can go Conspire. Although we can't go Conspire next round because we already used our Seek Allies. And we have, I don't think we have any more access there. Makes it a little bit tougher of a proposition here. In that case, yeah, I think we just go for it here, right? Waffling so bad. Yeah, I think losing out on all this spice is so tough, but I think we just go in on this combat here. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's just get our actions going. I think this is the right play. We will commit all full of our troops here so we can flip both of these over. Get to climb here, and we get to climb here. Okay. The deed is done. I will say, if we win this combat and collect on shipping, we can take the alliance here, get another water, and then that would force Red to decide between early Swordmaster next round. I mean, they can just grab the Swordmaster here, in theory, if they go Wealth to Swordmaster. So we'll see if they end up taking that play. Dissecting Kit here, plus a dagger. Okay. So not going for the... I guess they don't have their diplomacy here. They're going to go to the Carthag play instead. How heavy do they commit now? Will be interesting to see. They do have a lot of entry cards behind. Oh, they're pulling them all in. Oh, you hate to see it. It is a good combat. I don't know if it's quite good, this good, but I mean, it does give you the value you want from shipping, for sure. I mean, we do have a double dagger reveal, so they're going to need to get a little bit more in here. I mean, they do have 3 entry cards, which is scary. Green does use their hollow projectors here to cycle out a card. Everybody with 1 action, well, everybody but me has 1 action left now. Getting that combat win on the last round by going last for Red was really nice in this spot. It's all a bit awkward, and a World of Great Flat Highliner. Yeah, the only issue is this is my only faction access right now, and we wouldn't be able to go to any other faction spots for a whole nother round, which is really awkward. That's why, because I thought about doing Great Flat to Conspire as well to get Swordmaster, but that also doesn't work out super well. So Green's also committing more troops to this. A lot of people going in on this one. Oh, never mind. They changed their mind. I think that makes sense. I feel like it's unlikely you're going to win unless you have a really good entry card behind. If you get second place, you get Great Flat, so it won't be too sad either way. That is true. I'll get my water and an entry card, so that's nice at least. Yes, catching a live game again. Yeah. Welcome. Enjoy. Love it when people can join in live. I love a good chat experience, you know. Gives me more stuff to bounce off of. Yellow with a decision here. Yellow has a healthy garrison, but no way to get them all in. So looking at your options here, I'd probably be tempted to just take the water as yellow. But I could definitely see them being swayed in a different direction. Fortunately for us, if yellow takes the water, which I hope they do, red would only be able to get the troops... Actually, red doesn't have a good way of getting troops in now. So they better have some strong entry cards. Yeah, a lot to think about here. Maybe, okay, here's the diplomacy. You going to collect water, yellow? No, they're not. They're going to take the wealth play. They're saying, you know what? If we win the combat, we go up and down and we collect, they will get the Swordmaster before force anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Which is a good plan. I like that play a lot. We will reveal here 1 dagger, which is 2 daggers for us thanks to artillery. Artillery is pretty much always a good pickup because it's free, and it just gives you extra swords in early situations like this. It's just really solid. We have another specimen, which we will gain now. And I don't want to play usurp. I'm just going to take my beetle. Get my entry card. Maybe we get a combat entry card. Oh, this will be really nice if we can win this one. I hope we can win this one. I did reveal, right? Yeah, I did. We also got a dagger. Okay, and 3 to buy here. I think we go for Jessica. It's so much yellow access, though. Is the only downside. But we can't just go hard combat here. I don't hate it. The other option is gene manipulation here to go more the persuasion route. But I think we're just going in. We actually do. We have another Bene Gesserit card, so we actually can get the synergy off of this as well. So we'll take it. We're buying swords. Guild Ambassador comes up. Very scary if yellow's able to grab it here. So maybe someone will buy it before them. Signet ring here for red. Where do you want to go, red? Oh, they're going to grab their High Council seat. Okay. So kind of giving up on the combat a bit. They will grab Spiritual Fervor. Spiritual Fervor. Easy for me to say. They will gain their bump with their specimen. So yeah, this row is never getting turned over. Oh, a reveal of 2. Okay. I'm intrigued. They do have to be deployed. Wow, now I wonder if they probably should have put them in. I guess they have the entry card to back it up, though. They buy Chani for the water. Yellow's move here to reveal. And they have 5 and 2 troops themselves. 2 treacheries floating around right now. These are cards you have to remember people have because they can steal alliances from you. So, mental note, green and yellow both have a treachery still in their deck. I should have said that earlier, but it is something worth keeping track of. So, not a lot of value for yellow here from this treachery, unfortunately. These troops just kind of go into the ether now. And we'll see. Okay, so they do grab the Guild Ambassador, which, you know what, they're probably going to get some value out of, but nothing we can do about that. We have used our atomics already. And a reveal from red. 4 persuasion and a single Solari. Okay. Nothing great you can buy here. I mean, I guess you could grab G manipulation. But you already have so much trashing in your deck. How much value do you really get out of that? Gun Thoughter comes off. That'd be nice for us. We can just go full artillery strats here. We're really hoping we can take this down. Combat time. We will pass. Does green pass here? Oh, they do. You angel. Oh, you absolute angel. Okay, so we have to the victor for 3 spice, which is sick for us. Now we go... I think we still go... We get our troop. Don't let me forget that. We get to go up and down here. I think we do collect here. We'll take our 2 troops. Green does beat us on the availability of getting spice, and they have yellow access in their deck still. I think... Do we take the Solari here? It helps out yellow explicitly. Is there any way for us to get the Solari before them? We have no faction access coming up. Yeah, I think we just take the Solari here. No reason not to. We'll get it eventually. And then for our bump, I think we just take the Alliance here. We get the water, and we'll force green to go there with their first action next round. And that's it. 3 troops in garrison. Not a bad spot to be. Not a bad combat to win at all. Next combat is Machinations, a very good combat. Yellow and I are the only ones with strong garrisons right now. Fremen Camp comes off as well. We have 2 daggers in hand, so this could be nice for us. Like we knew, there would be no faction access coming for us. We have very little access, which is a little bit of a yikes, but we'll make it work. Green insta puts down their card. If you're planning on collecting the spice, it might not be there if red decides to take it from you. Yellow gets the Swordmaster. Nothing we could have done about that, though. Wow, red is taking the spice, surely. Yeah, they must. Okay, we have a Counselor's Disposition here for 2 spice. Oh, they don't have yellow access, I guess. Wow. So they use the Counselor's Dispensation to go to select the breeding to trash a card and draw 2 cards. So their deck is going to be incredibly thin here, which can sometimes be good. They get rid of their Spiritual Fervor, actually. So they just wanted the buy effect of that, and they'll never look at it again. They get to draw 2. And they can use the True Sayer ability to discard a card and draw a card. We'll see if they want to. If they discard, they do reshuffle, which might not be a big deal if they have a strong card in their discard. We should actually take a look at what they have in their discard. Dissecting Kit, G Manipulation. Actually, not a terrible time to reshuffle. They have some good cards in there. Fold Space as well, yeah. I think I would discard to reshuffle. You get to draw on some good cards. Yeah, red's looking in their deck now as well. Deck manipulation, very important in this game, especially when you have options to draw. Sometimes you don't want to draw, but sometimes it's worth it. They get rid of the experimentation to do it. And they draw. Okay. So green is taking the spice every single time here. It'd be crazy not to. 6 spice, great, great value. We could consider going research here, actually. Really want to get crazy. Draw a bunch of daggers, perhaps. Good Mentat as well, but we don't really want to use our dagger here. We want to save our Swordmaster access or our extra swords in combat. So now, Machinations is pretty nice for us here. We would ideally reveal Fremenkamp and the dagger for the extra daggers from artillery. We could go for a big draw here. What's our last card? I think it might be a convincing argument. It is a convincing argument. So we know we're getting a lot more persuasion if we draw at least. What else are we really doing if we don't do that? There's not a lot of good spice built up right now. We could grab a tech, although there's nothing great for us right here. We could go Fremenkamp as well. Fremenkamp put some troops in. I wish we had access to shipping because it's somehow still available to us, but we do not. Not an easy spot here. I think we might go research station and then reevaluate. Or if we... Actually, I think we go Fremenkamp first, right? Because we could lose our yellow access here. Although, if we lose out... Yeah, I think we go in on this combat with our Fremenkamp. Yeah, I think this makes a lot of sense. We'll hold on to the water. And we'll either go... Yeah, actually, I'm changing my mind again. I think we're going to go Signet Ring. We can go to Arakeen, draw a card, put some troops in, and then we can consider a Fremenkamp at the end. Seems pretty good. Yeah, we're definitely going to our city spot here. Plus, I want to... We'll save Fremenkamp because we might just reveal it and save the spice. So we'll see what we get from this first. Do we want the persuasion this round? Honestly, Guild Accord would not be terrible here. Let's just get free Highlanders off in the late game. So drawing our convincing argument is not the worst scenario in the world here. So I guess we'll do that first. Yeah, we'll draw. We'll get our troops in here. There's our convincing argument. We'll take our intrigue card first, see if we get anything good here. Poison Snooper is not ideal. We can't even use it right now. I think we do put in 3 troops. We'll put in the max, see if anyone can match us, and then we have the Fremenkamp from behind if we need it. We'll see if people want to commit. We'll see. Una does threaten a Highliner here, but we have a pretty strong follow-up if they do. Shipping here for red somehow. I cannot believe it. Yellow not have... Yellow, actually, I guess wanted to get the Swordmaster first, which I think is fair, but kind of tough giving that up. Red gets to draw an entry card because they got their second spot there. Una is not going to commit to the Highlander play. Okay. I like it. They're just going to go smuggling instead, set up for their Swordmaster. They will be able to get it next round. Unless they use their Signet Ring ability, which they might as well. They have so much Solari now. 7 Solari, and they can take a bump, a troop, and a spice. They'll get there. Okay, yeah, they are using it. Where do you get your bump here is green. Maybe start working on your own shipping? Not the worst play. Because then if you go Highliner, you have the point there. But looking like they're going to eye up this spot instead. Okay. It is nice as Una getting this to the spot just below. So then your Signet Ring also gets 2 troops in. Once you take the alliance with the Emperor. I don't hate that play at all. Yellow with the move here. They have 2 actions left. They need to decide if they want to go heavy in on this combat right now. And we'll get to see their true intentions with this Carthag play. Which is kind of nice. Do they put in heavily here? Because we have a really strong follow-up with Fremenkamp if they do. They'll draw their card. They knew what it was, of course, with their prescience. And we'll see. How aggressive do they want to get here? This is a great combat for us to win. Always can use more machinations in our life. They do put in, okay. So I think... Yeah, I think we follow up with the Fremenkamp here. We just push them out. They don't have access to siege. They'd have to go still suits if they want to get their last 2 troops in here. This is a big commitment of resources, though. We have to keep that in mind. Is it worth it for those bumps to get these things in here? Because we can also just go siege, get the troops in, and then reveal a bunch of daggers, which saves us our spice and gives us a water. Does anyone else have 2 water at the table? Red does. So there will be competition for research station in the future. But yeah, I kind of... Do we want to reshuffle here is another question we want to ask ourselves. Not really. Our deck isn't that great right now. So going to siege, we can throw in 2 more troops. Red at most can put in 2 more troops themselves. And then we reveal a bunch of daggers. Yeah, I don't think we need to commit the Fremen camp here, actually. And we can just bank the water for now. And we'll throw the 2 in. They'll be hard-pressed to win this one, especially with only 1 intrigue card behind. I like our chances. We'll see, though. This is definitely the greedy line, but sometimes you have to be a little bit greedy. A huge reveal here for red. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, and they get their first Spicemas flow, so up to 3 points already. Take first place right now with that huge reveal. Pretty aggressive reveal for green as well. Treachery for 2 troops into the combat and 2 daggers, so they're going to be getting free water here at least. Probably just free water, though, unless they want to commit some intrigue cards. Look at all this artillery value we're getting, by the way. Always a nice pickup. You can high council for Spicemas flow. I could do that as well, but I am an aggressive sword boy this game. And we want to try to get our sword master if we can. So I am saving up a bit for that, but also a good option and one that I didn't consider. So good call. Question. Orski can use Una ability to get 2 influence on guild, then go to Interstellar. This came up in a personal game. Can you use ability? No, you have to be able to meet the condition before you put your specimen down. So you couldn't take the reward and then place your agent. The first thing always has to be putting your agent down. So, no. Have you ever thought about making base Dune Imperium videos again? Yes, and I'm going to wait for the official Steam app to come out. I think that'll be a good time to start covering the game. I actually have never made base game Dune Imperium videos before. I actually, when I started learning Rise of Ix, I was watching CJ play the base game Dune, but by then Rise of Ix was already out, so... It was never the meta on TTS Club. Just joined, was wondering which leader Orski picked. Who am I kidding? Of course he picked Baron. Of course! I do love Baron. It's just fun. You get all these intrigue cards. We're drawing kind of light on the intrigue cards. It does, you know, you kind of want to run high with Baron, but we are running a little bit... We're a little bit cold right now. No, agent has to go down before. Yep. Oh, my bad. Yeah, no problem. Common mistake, and it's something you kind of got to watch the table for, because people will do it not realizing, you know. I'm sure there's no ill intent with it. That's awesome, though. I'm a base game only player and excited for the Steam release whenever that comes out. Yeah, nice. I know World Series of Board Gaming is only doing base game Dune Imperium, and I was kind of like, ugh, I don't really want to learn it. It's so hard to learn right now, but didn't end up going anyway, so it didn't matter, but it'll be nice to connect to my roots. I don't know how I will value Uprising over base game Dune Imperium, though, if I'm being honest. I feel like Uprising is going to 100% take precedence depending on the timing of those releases. Is yellow here? Just a little check. Yellow may have AFK'd, unfortunately. It's kind of awkward. Their hand has not moved in quite a while. Did they say they'd be stepping away? No, they did not. So this is always a fun situation. Oh, okay, they're here. Nice. Hey, Orski, do you play any 4X video games? Not only do I not play them, I don't even know what a 4X video game is. Yeah. What's an example? I'd be curious to know. Would it not have been a better play for green to go Highliner? Possibly. It depends on how aggressive they think I can go. Actually, I had a lot of troop potential here with Fremen Camp. I don't know if they were actually playing around that or not, but I was scary there for sure. And they can go for an uncontested combat like next round if they really want, because we're using a lot of our garrison troops here. Although, with Treachery and 2 daggers behind, Highliner would have been a great option there. I do think they probably could have went that way. So yellow will grab still suits. Will they put the extra 2 troops in? They actually are going to fight us pretty hard for this, which is surprising. Because we have a lot of daggers to reveal here. So we'll see. They're going to have to commit at least an entry card. We'll see if we're punished for our greed. We will reveal. Nice fat persuasion hand. 6 persuasion. We have 4 daggers. Artillery is a beautiful thing. So we go up to 14 here. So yellow's going to have to really commit. With 6 persuasion on this board. We don't have the alliance, but this would reveal for our water and let us get cheap Highliners in. And it gives us some much needed faction access for combats in the late game. We also have Gunthopter, which gives daggers. Both of them give no persuasion, by the way. Worth noting. I kind of don't hate going Guild Accord here. And we can just be the combat freak of the game. Right? Yeah, screw it. Ah, Weirding Way comes off. More daggers for us. Okay. I think that's it. Yep. Oh, there is a treachery here. Okay, they actually do. You know what? Someone said smells like treachery, and you are 100% right. I was just saying this is a card you have to remember. Surprisingly, I just said that last round, and they both happened to draw into it with their opening hands, which is a little bit unlucky as someone like me that's trying to go in on this combat, but it's okay. I think if we sat down and really considered the most possible combat potential they could have at this exact position, it would be having these exact cards. And maybe we should have played around that a little bit better, actually. How do you group units? When I press G, it does nothing. If you pick them up, like pick up a group, and then hit a number, and then it'll group them up based on how many, like I hit 2 there, and I put them into two rows or columns or whatever. 2 rows. 4 extra strategy games, explore, expand, exterminate. Civilization is the best example. I think the new Dune Spice Wars is one too. Oh, interesting. I thought the Dune Spice Wars was more like a StarCraft game where you're like sending troops around, but I might be thinking of the wrong one. I don't know. I do love Civilization though. It's sick. Let's see here. I'm losing and I have to pass because I have no combat, which is a little unfortunate. So we just get 2 Solari and another godforsaken water. Our greed did not pay off. Although, think about what we lost there. We didn't really lose. Well, we lost 5 troops. Boo-hoo. You know, we have 4 spice. We have an ungodly amount of water. We can make something happen here. We do need to start hitting research station though, for sure. Because we are going to rot with this water if we don't make something happen with it quick. But we do reshuffle now, so hopefully we can get some good cards. Still no Swordmaster. And green does beat us to Swordmaster next round. We're hitting some really awkward timings here for sure. Orsky, are you in the same group as Lannister? No, I'm not. It would have been really funny, though. Always hard to make it out of the group when you have Lanny in your group, though, for sure. Scary proposition. I actually tuned in live to it. I didn't have to go into work until a little bit later, so I ended up sitting around watching. So it was fun to see. I think while they were drawing, they drew the number above Lanny's and below's into my group. And then I was like, oh, okay, they got to be coming. And then they went to a different group. So hopefully we can meet in the quarterfinals. We shall see, though. As for this hand, pretty flexible hand. We can go in on this combat pretty handily here. We have a Fremen camp. We have a dagger. Group I is totally wild. Glad I'm not in it. I'll have to check that one out. I actually don't remember who was in that group. I'm guessing some powerful players. Was that Lanny's group? Actually? I feel like green just has to slam Swordmaster here, right? A lot of the time. So maybe this will be our High Council turn. Oh, they don't. They go Chani. And they're just going to grab some water. Okay. Please do that. Nice. They'll just take their point there. Maybe they just hate us now, so they're just going to come after our lines. Even though we have done nothing wrong. Confirmed. Let's see. So this is sick. We get Swordmaster now. Hell yeah. We were not expecting this. So we slam Swordmaster first every round because red can take it here. And then we'll just have to play flexibly after that. I have to imagine yellow goes interstellar shipping here 9 times out of 10. But we'll see. Yuna's not happy with her draw. Spiceman's flow for you? Possibly. We will have to use our signet ring. We'll have to use our signet ring to draw. But we'll see. So there is... Oh, they're going to grab the spice instead. I respect it. So red gets a gift here. Red gets another interstellar shipping out of turn, which is not very common. But I'm sure they will take it when offered. We have to take Swordmaster here every single time. Basically a forced move. It's so good getting this extra action. And we are a combat leader, so more actions is more fun. We're going to hold on to our Poison Snooper for a while, probably. Save her for a tough spot. Experimentation here for red. There's the interstellar shipping play. You lucky dog. And you get off your experimentation as well, so you get to keep on chugging along this track here. Just one Solari for now, but they'll be getting into the meat of these rewards soon. We will only be getting 1 point from this track because we have no external source, although we could grab Subject X137. Who grabbed Usurp? I completely missed it. Oh, that is interesting. I guess we'll be surprised later. Because I'm not seeing it in anybody's discard. Oh, okay. Yellow grabs usurp. Okay, good to know. That's another card you want to play around. I cannot show it very well, but it does let you pull a card from the row, basically, and use its agent ability, which is very nice. And it's like spots as well. On this board, Weirding Way could be interesting with it. Also, while I was blabbering on, green decided to slam Diplomacy to Highliner, so they are taking this combat down, most likely, but which is fine with us. We can make this a rebuilding turn and kind of pick up some stuff we've been wanting to do here. We already got a Swordmaster. This could be a good research station turn, actually. Try to get ourselves up to a Spiceman's Flow, maybe. Yellow will Diplomacy to Secrets. It is a little bit sad that we won't be using our Diplomacy, though. We don't have a ton of faction access in this deck, but I think getting off our research stations is important now. And there's just so much excess water floating around in this economy that if we don't take these now, like, we're just going to get stuck with them. A lot of daggers. Okay, we actually really want to get a troop in now, probably. We will take a Intrigue card for our trouble. Water Peddlers Union, even more water to get stuck in our hand here. Unfortunately, no troop to put in. We would love to put one in. Fremen Camp is a possible way for us to do that. But this might be, what are we at? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we actually don't hit the cutoff for Spiceman's Flow this round. But that doesn't mean we don't get our High Councils here. And we could also commit a Poison Snooper to get it. So maybe we do Poison Snooper here to draw a card. We only really lose, because we have both daggers now, if we draw our Highliner access. But even then, we could consider taking this combat, but we probably won't do that. Red gets to go to smuggling as well, so they get to collect now. This is pretty nice. And do they have troop transports? Oh, they used high priority travel. So that became a combat spot for them. Combat spot. I've forgotten how to talk. So they can send these troops in here, which is nice. A lot of troops committed, though. A little bit surprised about 4. Especially because Yellow and I have no garrison troops. So it's kind of tough for us to get a lot of action here. But they are going to push for the Bene Gesserit Alliance and see if they can take that down themselves. We have not protected our Fremen Alliance at all, which is a little bit scary, but not a big deal right now. Reveal a 5 and a Specimen. Does green finally pull the trigger on atomicsing this row? I don't think any of these are too appealing to them. Are they going to grab Subject X-137 here? Yeah, they do. Oh, Gola comes off. A little bit late now. Probably doesn't make a big difference, especially in our deck. I mean, a double Fremen camp is fun for sure, but we effectively already have that by getting a 4 Spice Highliner. Here's the Atomics. Okay. Not a bad row. Not a bad row at all. They get a power play out of it. So now, did they use their treachery? I don't think they did, right? No. Okay, yeah, their treachery's still in their discard. So both treacheries are still in play, and now there's a power play. So we actually really need to protect this alliance. Hard. Yellow gets a nice calm reveal of Guild Ambassador 4-point. Quite nice for them. I think we'll just go for our Spiceman's Flow point this round. We forgot to go up on the research track, actually. It doesn't make a difference for anybody else, effectively, but probably should have done that a while ago. I wonder if anyone said anything, actually. Research bump. Ah, thank you, Ernst. You can Poison Snooper and High Council for Spiceman's Flow. Yep. You forgot a research bump. Thank you very much. Ah, nice. Everybody reminded me. Okay, cool. I hate forgetting stuff. I do. And I try to remind other people when I notice as well. So balance out the world. There's a lot of little things to forget in this game. And no great way for us to get that extra one for the extra spice just yet. We are obviously incentivized to make it to the end of the track for Disguised Bureaucrat, though. This could end up being a point for us. They have 4 to buy. They're eyeing up this the voice here. Dissecting kit's in the row. This could be very valuable. This could change our equation as well. Oh, they bomb it. Wow. Wow. Okay. They're going crazy here. Doesn't really matter for us. I mean, if we want to get occupation, I guess it would matter, but I don't think we do. So I think we Poison Snooper here. This could turn into a victory point for us. So with this, we get to look at the top card of the deck and then draw it or trash it. We're really hoping it's not Guild Accord. It's not. Oh, beautiful. Okay. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And if we dagger to High Council, We are at 9 for a beautiful Spiceman's Flow. So that's going to work out very well. We have a lot of daggers we're wasting, but it's not a huge deal. Reveal here for red. They have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They are at the 1 research spot, so they get their Tleilaxu bump from today's second kit here. And they will probably get another one before the end. So this one already gave them 2 spice. And they trashed the row. Oh, and the cards that come up are just majestic. Oh, wait. Okay, I'm done. We have a Tleilaxu Surgeon, which is pretty much a point on its own because it lets you get to that second point from here. Long Reach is also disgusting. What are they at right now? 2, 4, 6. So they actually can't. Oh, they can get it. Oh, and they have a dissecting kit. Oh, no. No. Oh, they take it. Okay. Oh, man. Are we really going to pass up on all these really solid cards? Ugh. So we have no troops in the combat, which is real unfortunate. We get a specimen here, at least. So we'll bank that for now. Do we take the point, or do we just start buying up some value? It's actually not an easy decision. We don't even reshuffle this round. We can... This is a point. Probably. We already have the 2 specimens we need. We can definitely get 2 more. This is a point, because it gives us passive bumps with the Benny. You know what? Yeah, let's be crazy here. We're going to go for it. So that's 2. We have 9 total. We are passing up on a Spiceman's Flow right now, which might seem crazy, but we have some very high-powered cards here. We'll grab the Surgeon next, which is 5. We have 4 left, and we have a nice little negotiated withdrawal here for a troop. And I think we just take it all. Let it ride. Oh, Shifting Allegiance comes up. That would have been nice. But we'll take the troop. And, yeah. This is going to be nice for some passive points as well. So we are taking an interesting approach. We shall see. I think it's the right call, but you never know. Kissy Bear. Ooh, a rare live stream I get to catch. Yeah, welcome. Thanks for being a member also. Easy Surgeon plus Shadows, more than 1 point, I think. I think so as well. And we might as well save ourselves from having to draw through Spiceman's Flows later. But it is unfortunate. We definitely did set up for the Spiceman's Flow play. Red gets even more water now, so there's just so much water flooding into this. Red gets the victory, or green gets the victory point, so they're at 2 now. I don't think the sand's going to be great. And it's not ideal, but Gilded Cord is very nice for us here. So we can take this. I'm just saying we can take this comment. Of course, it's stupid raid stockpiles. Ugh. So we're hoping we can go Research Station here, I think. Draw into some of our power cards now. We want to just be cycling for our victory point cards. And we can Gilded Cord to Highliner here. Get a lot of troops to just put in reserve. Get more water back, and then we can collect spice. So even with just planning for this hand, we draw a bunch of cards. Maybe we can get to the Spiceman's Flow threshold this round. And then play Gilded Cord Experimentation to collect. I don't hate that. Although, 2 other people with 4 water, I have a sinking suspicion that we are not going to get to collect that spice, but we'll see. Glad I'm not playing Ariana this game. We have a Signet Ring here to Interstellar Shipping. So that'll just take some passive value from that. We have gotten only 1 shipping. We will Reconnaissance to Research Station every time. Such a good spot for us. Draw 2 cards. Not bad. A lot of persuasion there. We get a research bump. And we will go down here. Just kind of get to the end. We'll get another Solari for our trouble, which is nice for our ring. And do we put the troop in? I think we have a dagger. Yeah, we might as well just throw it in. You never know. The game can change. Can't hurt. High priority travel for red. They are going to grab their Swordmaster now. They can also draw a card with it if they want. And they will. So now green, the last one to get Swordmaster with the Conflict 3s coming up. Unfortunate, but they did, I mean, I don't know. They might have been forced to pass it up. I think they had an opportunity early in the game. That's 16 cards in deck. You need to start trashing. I know. This deck is fat, but it's a high persuasion deck. We just reshuffled with our convincing arguments in hand, which is nice, so we won't be drawing into those for a while. So I actually don't hate our spot here. They're going to play their subject X137, start working on getting that extra victory point. They'll grab the Mentat here, cycle a little bit. So I think we will Highliner here. It also gives us a point. And then hopefully we can get an experimentation off with our last action. We'll see. Green still has their hollow projectors they can use if they want to throw away cards, see more options. We're not going to get a ton of artillery value this round. It's not a huge deal. A lot of value on the Imperial Basin, actually. Maybe we go there next. I didn't even notice. That thing's caked up 3 spice. Really good value. I'd have to imagine yellow's going to go there, actually. I didn't even notice. Been sitting here. So we'll definitely go there next with experimentation if it's available to us. And then we'll decide between Gilded Cord or something else. We have what? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in hand. 9, 10. So we can use our experimentation and Gilded Cord and still have enough for a spice and slow this round, which is very nice for us. Smuggle Highliner. I don't know. If I have to choose Smuggling and Imperial Basin right now, I'm definitely going Imperial Basin. Smuggling loses value for us. Actually, you know what? I say that, but it actually doesn't lose that much value because if we are going to go Highliner, Gilded Cord with will put us up to shipping range and we go first next round. And I think we have a pretty high likelihood of drawing into yellow access. So yellow goes Diplomacy. They'll grab a water. They're going to chase our alliance here. It's a little spooky. Do we grab the spice here? Because then that'll enable us to go shipping next round. Frame 1. And collect to protect our alliance. Which I do like. We have to pass up on 3 spice, which is great value. But I also like that. We can get unlucky and somehow draw no yellow access. We have 3 in our hand right now. So it's not out of the world of possibility. Let me just double check. We have 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we can play our experimentation here and not feel too bad about it. Ugh, man. We could also go up here and take the bump and kind of protect ourselves a little bit too. But then we lose the victory point from getting the second point there, which is bad value. But I think we might have to. Yeah, let's be boring. Let's protect our alliance because we're going to freaking lose it to yellow with their stupid, what's it called? Treachery. They might also have power play too. I can't even remember. I think they just have the treachery though. But yeah, we got to do this, I think. We'll take our Solari. We have to go down here so we don't lose our alliance. And then we will climb here. And then we can lock it in next round if we draw yellow access. It's not the fun play. Sometimes you can't always do what's fun. Truthsayer here for red. They will go to selected breeding. They will get rid of their high priority travel, so they're trashing so much now. They have the anti version of our deck. They get to draw 2. Our combat potential is going to be neutered next round. We're going to have no spice. We will have water. And then I guess we could also use Disguised Bureaucrat for a spice. So we could potentially go Great Flat. But we're going to want to go Interstellar Shipping first. That's going to be interesting next round. Okay, Study Melange for a spice here. They don't want to get stolen from here. I'm a little surprised. Giving up on the victory point. Not ideal. Take spice. Take 3 spice. I would, but I have to protect the alliance. I think yellow might have a treachery here, which would allow them to jump up 2. So I need to be ready to go Interstellar Shipping next round. And by going Smuggling, I can go up and down next round, collect and max myself out. I think the 3 spice would be fun and better overall. And now, of course, we let green get 4 spice, but I think we have to do this to protect our alliance. So that's what I was saying is like the not fun part. You guys might have actually sent that after I already explained that, but yeah. It's unfortunate. Yellow's forcing our hand a little bit here. Hopefully they stop going for it now, though. You could have taken spice, then buy VP from tech. That is true, but I kind of want to go Highliner here. So I can get shipping access for next round. I think we'll let green get the buy from this. We just have so much combat potential. It'll be nice because we'll get the water back as well. So we could potentially grab a Great Flat next round too if we get a lot of yellow access. And we don't really have the Solari to fuel this just yet. I think there are definitely multiple lines that could have been taken there, though. This is the boring, I want to protect my alliance line. For sure. But I think it's mandatory here, especially because we know yellow has a treachery. Ooh. What are you doing? Oh, okay. This is why we had to protect our alliance, by the way. They also have a usurp shifting allegiances play on deck. I'm really hoping they go down with the Fremen here. Because that would let us get greedy next round. Go down with the Fremen. Go down with the Fremen. Down. No. No. Wait, what are you doing? You don't need Solar. This is intriguing. This is a victory point generator for you. You sure you want to lose it there? Just give up on the Fremen. This is very interesting. I've already semi-protected this alliance. You can't. I mean, they might have an entry card. We do lose to the Fremen stealing entry card here for sure. Don't have your... Okay, go down. Go down! No, no, no. What are you doing? I only have 2 points. Nice. They're going... Oh, they're playing with my heart. And it's working. I actually do think it's not correct to chase us here. Wow, they are going to chase us. So the only way we get screwed here is if we draw into neither our diplomacy or our yellow access next round. So we can protect it. Assuming they don't have... I feel like this is the riskiest one to go for. We're 1 away from maxing it out. Literally every other one is safer. This one's the safest. Wow, they are going to chase us here. What is going on? Wow. I am incredible. We could have a diplomacy in hand right now. I mean, I guess we can't go Hardy Warriors here, but that is insane. Okay. We're going to play our Guild Accord here, and I'm glad we went for the Alliance protection because we could have gotten totally screwed there. It's saying we don't have enough spice. I'll just add 2 because it's discounted with this. So it'll just make the machine work. Do we put troops in here? Maybe we could throw in... What's the most someone could put in 1 with a city spot, so we'll just protect against that, I guess. Although we have a Fremen camp behind, so we don't even really need to do that, right? Whatever, we'll take the spice where we can get it. 1 more troop doesn't hurt. Wow. I am perplexed. Okay. We'll see if yellow can take my alliance. I don't think they have anything to protect it. Unless I'm forgetting a card they might have. Oh, they can... No, they can't go... Yeah, they don't have an action. What am I doing? Unless they have an urgent recall. If they have an urgent recall, I'm screwed, obviously. Ugh. They could have went for any other alliance. Safely. They took a big gamble. Actually, I guess it wasn't that big of a gamble. It's not like I could go here. So if they have urgent recall or a bump in hand, we are screwed. We're actually hoping yellow-green commits to this combat, but they're not going to. They're just going to fill up their coffers a little bit more for their signet ring, which I think is a good play. And take this alliance at the same time. Well, get close to it. Please, yellow, don't have an urgent recall. Wow, they don't. That is so insane. So we need to draw yellow access next round or I'm going to be so upset. Assassination here. And they grab Guild Bankers, an awesome pickup. Really nice for them. That's a victory point right there. Most of the time. 6 persuasion is so much easier to hit. Oh, okay. So they have... That scared me a lot when they revealed that. Okay. This is... I don't know what universe I'm living in right now. So we get the Spice and Slow, which is nice. I'll take it. Our deck's nice and big, too, so we won't really see the effects of that too bad. And then we pass. Okay. Nobody went in on this combat literally at all. Red also gets us a point here, so they go to 7. So they are crushing. I feel like yellow should have went after their lines to extend the game. They will trash another card, so the deck gets leaner and meaner by the minute. And, yeah, reveal for green here. They have 4 and a dagger. I guess playing coupling? Yeah, it's fine. Oh, buddy. Okay, so we just get this. So we will take our 3 spice. And we will take our entry card. Not a bad one. I'll take it. Combat potential. And next round, we're really hoping for yellow access here. Yellow access or diplomacy. They both get it done. Please. Heart of the cards. Oh, we get there. We get there in spades. Okay, yellow. I don't know what you were thinking, but you are now punished for your evil doing. We will go down and up. We will, of course, protect our alliance. And, I mean, we could have done it with any number of things, but we're always doing this, right? We want to get our coffers nice and huge here. We take the spice every time. We no longer really need the Solari. And then with our... Wait, we got the troops. Yeah, we got everything. Oh, the experimentation icon. I almost forgot again. And, yeah, we'll try something here. We'll go up. We'll get our specimen. So now we have another beetle bump ready to go. So that'll be our extra victory point. Right? Because we get 2 from... Oh, no, we have to spend the 2 for surgeon, yeah. But let's trash. I think we just get rid of our spice and slow here. That does tell people I don't have the entry card for it. Oh, yep, it does go over there. You are right, sir. Okay. Dang. So we locked down this alliance. Hopefully we can pick up our friendships now. We did have to waste a decent amount of time doing that, but... Red will hit research station. Makes a lot of sense. We kind of just want to slam combat spots now. Play Laxu Surgeon to Carthag or Arakeen is an option. In the Shadows as well is not a bad option for us. Well, actually, we kind of want to reveal this, so not the greatest hand we could have drawn. We're hoping Arakeen specifically is available to us here. We are at 4 victory points right now. This would be a big one to win, if we can. Diplomacy here for another Highliner. There it is. They got both of their faction bumps with the guild with Highliners, and they just throw it in. We're actually in a decent spot right now, though. I will say. Diplomacy here. They're probably going to go Arakeen, of course. So we can also go to Wealth to get a victory point, which actually might not be the worst play. But then how do we get troops in? That is tough. We'll have to use our In the Shadows and just not discard anything, which is a little bit of awk. Mentat's still available to us. It doesn't feel great, but we can go there within the Shadows and see what we draw. I actually don't hate that. Maybe we can draw something better than this. Although, if we go Mentat, we lose the Solari for War Chest, so that's bad. But if we go Wealth anyway... Although yellow is incentivized to want to go Wealth also. It's not straightforward at all. Where do we want to go with you in the Shadows? If I could guarantee that we're going to be able to hit Leilaxu Surgeon to Wealth, this would all be okay. I think we take the risk and still go for the Mentat play, though. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's be crazy. See what we get. Let's deny somebody else as well. Diplomacy comes off. This is interesting. What do we get rid of here? Do we get rid of anything, actually? We cannot go with the Bene Gesserit, I'm aware. I think we hold on. I think we full greed here. We just won't even use this. Oh, yeah, we can't use it. I'm dumb as hell. You need two influence. That's fine, though. We're not worried about that. We just needed the extra card, and we didn't want to give up our daggers. Oh, are they going to take Wealth? Nope. They go to Selective Breeding. So they are going to keep on trashing. They're going to get another Spiceman Slow here. They're just going to Spiceman Slow grind this game to a halt. They've locked this alliance down hard, and they've gotten every other friendship. They'll get rid of their Spiceman Slow from hand to make it happen. Dagger to Mentat, Surge into Wealth, then who knows. I could have used Dagger, but I kind of want to hold on to it for the swords for this combat. There's a second place victory point on the line. Possibly 2 if I can take first from green here, but unlikely. Diplomacy here for green. They're just going to collect some spice with... They had 6 water. Yuna having 6 water is, you know, it's a nice balancing of the universe. And they'll put in 2 more troops here. So does yellow try to get something going here? I think they still have their treachery, right? I think they do. So they could treachery to Hardy Warriors. Get some troops in. Yeah, I'm kind of tempted to go diplomacy to wealth here. We could also go diplomacy secret, see what we get. Also not a bad action for us. We're one away from getting full value out of disguised bureaucrat, which is really big for us. And we have enough water for another research station, although I'd imagine Una will deny us next round. Gosh, what else can we do here? Wealth with this just seems like a really solid option for us. Then diplomacy. Honestly, a diplomacy to selective breeding in the future also lets us trash in the shadows for a point. So maybe we don't have to greed as hard as I thought. So here's the treachery play. Are they going to try and just take this combat? Oh, they take the wealth. Okay. So yellow does deny us on the wealth play, which is not a big deal. We should still be able to get there with disguise as bureaucrat. So they're going to chase green now. If they had went for this originally, you'd be able to have a point now. And I think I've just got to go Surgeon Carthag here every time. See what we get. Illicit dealings is sick for us. Oh, this is so good. So we play this. Okay, well, let's go through everything in order. First up, 3 troops can go in, and we will absolutely put them all in. We can pay 2 specimens to gain 2 beetles, which we will also do. So we go 1, 2. We will play our beetle to cycle it out. So we get to go 1 more. Entry card is not good. I mean, it gets us the point, which is good, but I think we were hoping for a little bit better there. We will play our Water Peddlers Union to get another water. So we have 3 so we don't get stolen with secrets. And then, is that everything? I think it was, right? Yeah. We put our troops in. Yep. Let's see what you guys got. We have 1 more action left. We're hoping we can hit Still Suits, Hardy Warriors, or Secrets. So as long as all of those spots don't go, even though I don't think it's even possible at this stage, unless people have some intrigue cards, we should be good. We have a Diplomacy here to Still Suits, so they get to collect their point now. Green Hollow Projectors out their convincing argument to draw a new card. And they reveal 2 more troops go into the combat. So we are fighting for 2nd place here, which is not a big deal. Green's only going to get 2 victory points out of it, which is, while good, is not, it's not overpowered by any stretch. I think we slam Hardy on them if we can. If not, we feel a little bit bad. We have no Solari now, so our war chest is completely off, which is awkward. Oh, a dagger here. Swordmaster? Do they have that? Yeah, they do. Okay, they just grab High Council. So that's great for us. So now, I think we just... So we have a couple of options here. And I think the only good one is playing Diplomacy to Hardy Warriors. We could consider going to one of the spice spots here as well. Set up for a Highliner next round. But I kind of really like not doing that. Because we'll have 6 when we get Disguised Bureaucrat anyway. Right? So yeah, we are just going to slam and punish yellow for everything they've ever done to us. So you can put in 2 here. Where does that put us? At 10. We have so many daggers behind. It's so unlikely. We put in 1 more. What's that? 12. And then we have what? For each dagger. So, yeah. So we have what? 5 daggers in hand. There's no way yellow can beat that with their current hand. So I think this is okay. We could actually probably commit less. What's the most they could possibly have right now? 1 more dagger puts them to 7 plus a 6 reveal. Actually, they don't even have an alliance, so I think the most they can do is 5. That would put them at 11, 12. So yeah, this is fine. I'm actually going to hold a troop back and be a greedy freak here. Prepare for next round. Just go all in next round. Yep, we'll do it. I'm scared. Is it worth the greed? We're going to do it. Whatever. Big reveal here again for red. Is this another Spice Must Flow? It looks like it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, it's not. Oh, they have the puppet. Don't you worry. Another Spice Must Flow. Red is just Kind of just playing solitaire over here. They're doing the old Spice Must Flow over and over again. They bought a lot of high persuasion cards, and they got all the friendships and play action point. Yeah, they've kind of just been cleaning up. This was a very popular strategy in Rise of Ix as well, where you would just buy a bunch of Spice Must Flows, and you can usually get at least second place with that. I feel like you played this turn sloppy, though. That is a full point miss this round. Okay, yeah, where did I miss the point? If you go Haga Basin, it will look as though you can't afford Research Station. That is true. I did have to dump the water, though. We have a reel of 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 for yellow, and they will get rid of a dagger. And they get their specimen. By playing in the shadows instead of dagger to Mentat, and by not going secrets with diplomacy. This combo was very likely already in the bag with 5+ swords. If I play... I don't think that's true at all. Yellow decided not to go in. They could have definitely committed more. They could have went to Hardy Warriors, for example. They definitely could have committed more troops. I don't think 5 swords is enough to beat yellow for the second place combat at all. I definitely had to be a little more combat focused here. I think you could make an argument to maybe dagger instead of this and reveal this instead. I think that makes sense, but I don't think it was a lock by any means. We will reveal. And we go to 15 here, which is definitely enough. And then what do we don't buy anything here, right? 3, yeah. Actually, we're going to reshuffle, right? Do we get some convincing arguments in our deck? No, I think we want to draw into our diplomacy and our Guild Accord at a slightly higher rate, so we will not do that. So I think that's it. Yeah, no specimens to spend. Okay. Let's fire it up. Let's fight. I will... Is it me first? Yeah, I'll pass. Still, you think he had to combat intrigue? He had only the one. I mean, you never know. Ooh. Okay, a staged incident for green. Where does that put them? Oh, really? My greed punished me? I can't even play this? Well done, green. Wow. Okay, yeah. Still pass. I wish I had this. We'll do this, though, at least. We'll get 2 specimens. We'll spend them both on a beetle. We'll get another victory point. And then we also get a victory point from economic supremacy. So we go to 7 here. And we still have our easy points, right? We still have secrets and we still have wealth. Not that easy now, though. We have to get a couple of points, but we're going to have to work for it. We are in a great place to take a combat. We are the only ones with a garrison going into a tier 3 conflict. So as long as we don't roll low here and get the one that gives influence, we're in great shape. Green is at 9. Red is at 9. So we need to get a 2-point victory combat and win it. And I think we have a great shot. We have a really great setup for it. We'll just see if we can get it done. Okay. This will help us a lot. We have a lot of daggers here. Okay. This isn't the greatest draw out in the world because we're going to have to spend a lot of this. We're hoping beyond hope that we can get a research station off here, I think. It's kind of an awkward hand. But you don't have access in the deck to Benny and Emperor. That is going to be rough. So we have Disguised Bureaucrat, which will give us 1 point. That'll be enough for our Emperor. I think the Benny is going to be a lost point to us, for sure. We do have a 2-point victory combat here in Battle for Carthage, which helps a lot. There is a world... We could go Other Memory Jessica of Arrakis combo here. Draw 1,000,000 cards. I actually don't hate that at all. That's pretty nice. If we can get a research station off with Other Memory and then Jessica of Arrakis follow-up, that would be beautiful. We'll see if we can. Green... No, red's going first here. Unfortunately, it will require us using a lot of our persuasion, but not a huge deal. Mentat here for red. I think that makes a lot of sense. They're just trying to buy another Spice and Slow. They probably have a Corner of the Market, which will be a little bit harder. Green needs to pay for his point. Did they not? I feel like they did. I thought they had a bunch of Solari. Yeah, they spent their 6 Solari manually. They didn't get the one for Spice, though. In the Shadows plus selected might do the trick unless game ends, LOL. That is true. We will have to do Other Memory, Jessica Arrakis, hope to draw into Diplomacy, and In the Shadows, which could be interesting. It's not the most likely thing that could happen, but you never know. They did. Selective doesn't survive the next rotation. Yep, we'd have to draw and do it to both of them, for sure. I think we can get the Emperor point, most likely. As long as we can get Research Station. The only one that can deny us Research Station right now is Green. And I think they are highly incentivized to take it if they can. Actually, I think that's the right play. Oh. This is big. This is big. They go for the smuggling play instead of interstellar shipping. Okay. That is an intriguing move that benefits me greatly, so I will approve. Research Station with Other Memory. Yep, that's the plan. I like those odds. Me too, Kissy Bear. Other memories to research as first turn. Yep. Station needs to be taken now, or Green will take it too. Yep. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, no. Does Yellow get their revenge on us for protecting our lines here? They play the voice. They could Research Station here, which is incredibly ugly. They could block Research Station. We hope they don't. They go to Selected Breeding. They can go up and down here, grab Sonic Snoopers, which I think is the move. I don't think you ever go down and up here because I think the game almost certainly ends this round, right? So you have to go up and down here. I think Troop Transports or Sonic Snoopers are both viable. I think you get more bang for your buck with Sonic Snoopers, though. They only have 1 entry card, and they've held on to it for a lot of the game now, so might be a victory point 1. But at least this lets you mobilize some troops. They go up and down. I like it. Red grabs them their token. Do they go? I don't think they can win this combat, and I think they know that as well. They don't have many resources. They do grab Troop Transports, though, so they are going to bank on maybe winning this? Question mark? They take their troops. Where do they take their bump? They could take it here. Try to fight Green. They do. Green, you're in trouble. You have Yellow on your tail. Yellow is chasing both of us. Well, I protected myself. Can you do the same, Green? That is the question. And I don't think you can, which is unfortunate. So if Yellow blocks us on Research Station, we feel bad. There's really no reason for them to do it, but it would interrupt my turn sequence a lot. So you never know. I think in their scenario, eyeing up a potential combat win, they'd probably want to protect Hardy Warriors here. Oh, they block the wealth. I like that play a lot. Guarantees them the Alliance steal, actually. We are going to Other Memory 100 times out of 100 here. We will slam Research Station, which is a beautiful, beautiful spot. Oh, and there's our Tleilaxu Surgeon again. We can do whatever we want. We get our last bump, which is useless. So in retrospect, I should have spent those specimens for the troops, but it's fine. The important thing is that now Disguised Bureaucrat is turned on. We also get to draw a card for Other Memory, which we will do now. Okay. Not a bad draw out at all. We didn't draw into a Diplomacy, actually. I take it back. It's the worst draw ever. We can play our other Jessica Arrakis here and hopefully draw into it. We'll see. So we have our Emperor point, at least, which is nice. That'll put us up to 8 here. Oh, wait. I want to put in 2 troops. I'm done. I'll put that in before Red does anything. Okay. They Highliner. Okay. And they Strong Arm. Oh, yeah. Take the Alliance. Oh, wait. No, we don't want them to take the Alliance, actually. They only have... Oh, they Strong Armed. Okay. I was wondering why they only had 4 there. Okay. They are going for Yellow's Alliance here. So now Yellow is kind of forced to play suboptimally. A lot of weird plays happening in this final round. So Yuna can, of course, protect their alliance with the Signet Ring play. They will go to Carthage. They will spend the Solari for final delivery so they can get a bump, protect their Emperor alliance. It was definitely ambitious of Yellow to try to take this. In this game, it is definitely punished to try and steal alliances when you could be protecting your own. Kind of a general concept. Sometimes it can work out, though. Like Yellow steals my alliance here. They can protect their own alliance. They're feeling like pretty good about it. But sometimes it does backfire. Poor Yellow, I know. Getting screwed out of 3 alliances. Yellow fucked himself with the Fremen contest. I know, it hurts. That's why I was so surprised. You could have just taken it away, given up on it. It would have been fine. Hope we also get enough for Spice and Slow. I know, me too. We have a Jessica of Arrakis to play. We're going to get a lot. We could potentially use our negotiated withdrawal if we think we're going to lose this combat. It would be nice if we had the War Chest Solari, but we do not. Little unfortunate. It is now Yellow's turn. The wealth block didn't do as much as I think they were hoping for. So we'll see what they do. We're really hoping that they don't go specifically to Imperial Basin because that is now the only spot that we can play Jessica of Arrakis to. So that would be a bit awkward. And we definitely want to play this. So we shall see. I'm scared. It's definitely not a great play for them. I mean, Yellow screwed themselves. Agreed. This is what you get. He made me waste all of my time protecting this alliance and set me back, and now we're both set back. That's how board games work in general, which is kind of an interesting like social aspect of the game. Ugh, they're playing their experiment? What is this? What are you doing? Okay, good. They grab Hauga Basin. Oh, excellent. Yep. Woo. That would have been a very scary block for us. They are going to throw the rest of their troops in. No reason not to. We are going to slam Jessica of Arrakis 10 out of 10 times here. They do get an entry card and a specimen. We get to play our Jessica of Arrakis here, which we do every time. We will collect some spice for ourselves, setting up for a potential flagship play. I mean, Yellow's going to take it from us, so it doesn't really matter. We're kind of banking on drawing into Highliner access here, I think. But let's draw our 2 cards. Oh, I'm still not getting it. Still not getting it. Okay. We really needed to draw exactly that one called Gilded Cord. So it was unlikely for sure. So I actually don't feel too bad about it. It would have been a really high roll. We will put these other 2 troops in. We have 1 action left. Experimentation does draw us a card, but it would be our last action. And right now we do have enough for a Spice and Flow. Ideally, we could get some Solari here. Put troops in. Ah, man. Oh, yeah. We put them in. Whiff. Yeah. We have been having a few whiffs this game, but you can't always draw a godlike draw out. You know what happens. Yellow will steal the flagship, I think. Yeah, I think so as well. So our spice is going to amount to mostly just tiebreaker spice, which is a little bit sad. We can smack Siege Tabor with some blue access here. Get a little bit more troops in. Just try to win the combat. It's not ideal, for sure. We can't even play our Fremen camp to get in troops, which is unfortunate. It is daggers to reveal, though. So not the worst case scenario. We actually have a lot of combat potential here. If we had the War Chest Spice, we'd be in a great spot, but we don't. Honestly, even drawing in the shadows would have been really nice here, because we could go negotiated withdrawal in the shadows for the point here, and then go disguise bureaucrat for the point here. So we actually had a lot of good draws there. Diplomacy in the shadows and Gilded Cord would have been great. But just saying, I think you should already have your Benny point. Okay, maybe wealth for Solari. Yeah, I think that might end up being our course of action here. It'll depend if we can... yeah, I think that's actually our highest point of swords. It would give us 4 swords from War Chest. So, yeah, that probably will be what we end up doing. We have a long reach with dissecting kit here, so they get the freaking crazy combo off. They get another troop in. I don't think we can beat red here. Might be a crazy opinion. Okay. So they get their guild, they get the alliance with the guild. Yellow did not protect it. So now red is at 10. They have 2 alliances, which is scary. And they also took it here for some scary reason. Reveal of 3 and a dagger for green. They are not going to be a factor in this combat. Yellow has 1 action left. We'll see where they decide to go here. If they have they shouldn't have faction access here because they would have played it every time to protect this alliance if they did. It would actually be crazy. Okay. So they're going to grab the flagship point. Makes a lot of sense. No reason not to. It's a free victory point. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why are you hovering over spaceport? Buy the flagship. I mean, we can't buy it now, so it doesn't matter to us. What are you doing? Okay. So they buy the spaceport to draw 2 cards. Going for the spice must flow. They must be pretty likely to get it, I guess. This play gives you more tiebreaker spice, which can be very relevant. But yeah, if you miss here, that's disastrous. I mean, I guess they're kind of already losing anyway, so it's not a big deal. But we cannot take that point. We can play our Tleilaxi Surgeon. Let me just double count. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, we have more than enough. Tleilaxi Surgeon here. We will take our point. If it stops lagging, we will take our point with the Emperor. For another point here. We got 2 Solaris, so our war chest is online now. And we'll see if we can beat red. If we can beat red here, we have a chance to actually win this. There's nothing I'm forgetting, right? Disguised Bureaucrat we will play on reveal, I guess. Doesn't really matter. We can just scare people with our intrigues. So red probably goes Hardy Warriors here. If they have faction access. They don't, though. So they'll just grab Spice for tiebreakers. I like that. Makes them a little bit less threatening for us. War chest being on here is huge. We might actually be able to win this combat. I think we have a pretty good shot. So if we can get there, this is going to be an interesting end game here. I think Conspiring is better. It does give us the intrigue card, but we can't put the troops in anyway. And I'll take the tiebreaker spice. I really think this could come down to tiebreakers, especially with red being as high as they are. A reveal of... Oh, they don't get the point from Guild Ambassador. Yeah, you needed to protect this alliance 10 out of 10 times. That hurts. That hurts for me to watch. That was a 2-point swing red stealing that alliance. We have a... ouch. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, no spice of slow either. That is peculiar. They would have had to draw super well here. They have chum shares, so that is nice. Yeah, I'm really surprised they didn't grab this. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they were fishing for. I don't think they have anything else that's that crazy. Maybe they're trying to draw into their treachery. They might still have it. Try to get a little extra combat potential. Perhaps maybe they thought the only way they could win this game is if they won the combat. I don't think that's that unlikely. They grab this, but it is the last round, so it doesn't really matter. So we get a fat reveal here. So we have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 daggers, which puts us at 14. I guess we'll just play our Disguised Bureaucrat here. Does it matter where we take the bump? No. We'll take it here. Maybe we got some kind of crazy endgame intrigue that we can't play. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We get our Spice Maslow, of course. Don't want to forget that. That puts us up to 9. We could withdraw here for the final point if we don't think we can win this combat. But we're going to win this combat. We are not going to withdraw. We're going to stay in it. We're going to beat red, and everyone's going to cheer. It's going to be glorious. What do you got, red? Okay, they reveal 4 and a specimen. They will buy this. Why not? They will trash the convincing argument out of their deck. And now it's combat time, starting with red. They have the Master Tactician, which puts them up to 13. Yellow also has a Master Tactician, which also puts them at 13. I'm still winning, right? So I pass for now. We might as well save our tiebreakers. Does red pass here? Does green pass here? They have another option if they want. Does yellow? Oh, yellow has nothing. Okay. We won the combat. Oh my God. Okay. Wow. We end it. We go to 11. We get to hold on to this. This is worth nothing, but we did have it. No end games here. Corner of the market. Oh, there's a corner of the market. Well done. You know what? They played into their victory condition. I don't know how long. They probably had this for a while. But, yeah. Well done, red. We cannot top that one, unfortunately. But we did go to 11 here, which is pretty exciting. You know, we said we were going to have... And this was an interesting hybrid combat deck. It really showcased, I think, the value of artillery. But, yeah. GG's, everybody. We bought multiple Spiceless Flows. If we had gotten one more, we would have denied a point there and won. But yeah, they drew an intrigue, but they don't get it. I needed to be 2 as well. Or actually, no, you had on tiebreak. Could you win if retreated? That is an interesting question, actually. If I had retreated, I'd have to retreat 3, though. There's no way. I don't think so. That would drop me. So I would go up to, what, 18? And then if I retreated 3, I'd go down to 12. Yeah, no, I would lose still. It would have been close, though. If I had retreated and they had no combat entry cards and I won, I would have won. So, unlikely. But, yeah, fun game. We almost pulled it out at the end with a nice combat win. But what are you going to do? You know, Corner of the Market is a very good card. You do need to draw into some intrigues. We couldn't get our intrigue online, but it's okay. Thank you so much for watching. My first tournament game is tomorrow. I will be recording it, so wish me luck. And, yeah, good game.